My name is Dr. Assael Romanelli, and I'm part of the Ritual team, and we are going to talk about communication. One of the reasons communication is so hard because people have different maps of the world. They perceive the world in different ways. In fact, they don't react to reality, they react to their subjective representation of that reality. Or they react to their map of the world, not to the world itself. They see the situation differently and they communicate differently. And that's what lies at the heart of these misunderstandings, of these ruptures. The more you can be conscious of your map of communication and your partner's map of communication, the better you'll be able to understand each other and to be understood. So when you and your partner have a conversation, she might see it as a fight. You might see it as a conversation or a disagreement. What you see as intimacy, she might see as affection. What you might see as a joke, she might take as an insult. So with those different maps, it is your responsibility to be able to communicate to their map of the world, to their map of communication, because it's easier to change yourself than to change them. So here are 3 maps of communication where partners can often differ. It's not that one map is better than the other, it's just the way they subjectively experience and communicate. The first one is connected to comparison. Some partners, when they communicate, what they notice is the similarities, where what you're telling them is similar to what their experience is, and that's what they're going to communicate. They're called matchers. Other people are called mismatchers, and when they communicate, what they hear and what they project is the differences, the exception. And when you communicate with them, what's going to jump to their mind is the exceptions, or something that's different than what you're communicating with them. And often, mismatchers are judged as negative or critical or party poopers, but in fact, that's just the way they see the world. The second map is problems. Some people go toward what they want, toward the positive. They're called towards. While other people, they subjectively go away from what they don't want. So, for example, you want to go to the beach. So if someone's a towards, going, I want to go to the beach. While if someone's away from, they're going to first think about all the things they don't want to happen there. That means we're going to have to take a towel and sunscreen and flip-flops. And what we see is sometimes away from people, they're being judged as being heavy or negative, when in fact, they're just focused on something else. And the third map is connected to chunk size, to details. Some people communicate and what they see is very minute details. They're called small chunks. And when they describe their day or when they describe an issue, they're going to go into very, very small details. While others are considered big chunks. They go into generalities and they'll describe something in very, very big terms. For example, if you ask a small chunks person, how was your day? They might start with, I woke up, I was in a great mood. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, and I decided to put on my favorite shirt and go to work. Whereas a big chunk person might say, when you ask them how your day was, they might say, well, it was great. I woke up, I went to work, came back home. In this video, we spoke about conscious communication and how you can become more masterful and turning your verbal and nonverbal communication to be more aware and more effective. We spoke about 3 maps of communication where partners differ in relation to comparison. We spoke about matchers who focus on similarities versus mismatchers who focus on differences. On the approach to problems, some people want to go toward the positive while others go away from the negative, from what they don't want. And chunk size, some people communicate in small chunks and small details while others communicate in large generalities. So here are a couple of thoughts. Reflect for a second. Are you more of a matcher or mismatcher? Are you more towards or away from? Are you more small chunks or big chunks? Now take a second to reflect about your partner. What is their map of communication? And finally, where do your maps differ? And where are your maps similar? I'm Assael, and from all of us here at Team Ritual, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.